Hi, I'm Bri with BCR and Aesthetics.
And I'm Jentry from Jentry Kelly Cosmetics. Last week we hired a couple of new gals, one of them being Carolina, and it was her lucky day today because the tester units arrived.
Welcome to the team!
Hi! So we just had 9 tester units. Go ahead, come on over here, Jordan. Show them how stinky and sweaty you are. She's got a date tonight. Woo! Those pheromones are gonna get you. No! Look at her, she's embarrassed. My doctor cleared me today, but I'm still gonna use the I'm pregnant for one more day. Go ahead and get in there. It's Texas in July. I'm pretty sure it was 118 degrees outside. And the girls had to carry up the tester units in a tight little corridor on the back side of the building. So they all come in. Allie has like sweat beads all over her whole face in knee-high boots, suede boots in July. I don't know why she keeps wearing those boots.
Those things were so heavy. I don't remember manual labor being on the job description, but that's basically what it was to get those tester units in the salon.
First day back. But they managed to get them up here. So look how pretty they look. Amber, Vanna White, the tester units.
Huh?
Vanna White, the new tester units. So this is what we've been working on for the past year or so, year and a half. So they're finally here today.
So sometimes on Saturdays I like to look at the schedule, and if they're not super busy, I will put myself on the schedule. So I put myself on the schedule and I told Chris, I want you to dermaplane my face. So dermaplaning is basically where they take a medical device, which is sort of like a scalpel. Don't let that scare you. And it actually gives you a deep exfoliation. But what I love about it is that it takes off the vellus hair. So you get rid of your mustache, get rid of your beard, girl, but it actually really is a deep exfoliation and really good for your skin. So every so often I come up here on a Saturday and make Chris do that for me.
Midweek meltdown we talked about last episode, and that's where everybody tends to lose their mind on Wednesdays. Well, yesterday was Tuesday and it came a day early. So we had a customer in here. I am supposed to be on maternity leave, but I'm downstairs and they call me and say, hey, there's a customer up here who wants to return some skincare and she's used it. It burns her face. Can we return it? Our return policy is clearly stated on our receipts that they get emailed, and it's also a checkbox online. I can't resell used stuff. It's not a manufacturer defect. It's nothing I did wrong as a company, so I don't feel that we should have to return used products. Well, there are a handful of people who haven't agreed with our return policy and lose their flipping mind inside the store. So this was one of those customers. So Amber is doing a makeover on somebody over here. Allie gets sent upstairs to talk to the customer. I watched the whole thing on camera. Allie is going back and forth with the lady. All of a sudden the lady...
Irate.
So you heard, did you hear her getting mad when she was over there? Did you hear the lady raising her voice?
Like a smidge, but I didn't really know what was going on.
So Amber was over there taking photos with her client.
Mm-hmm. Sweet little 89-year-old lady walking around with a cane. Like, I'm not kidding, sweetest lady you've ever met in your life. And I was taking a picture by the door, and like whoever this lady is, it's like super pissed about
I don't even know her name. I wish I knew her name, or I'd call her out, but I don't know her name.
Not a big deal, but big enough deal for her to like swing the door open, and our door is like really freaking heavy. Hits my really sweet 89-year-old lady with a cane in the face with the door. And I'm like, what the heck just happened? And I look at Allie, and Allie's like looking at me like she's my mom and I shouldn't yell at her, so I didn't, even though I wanted to. She gave her the mom look. Yeah, she gave me the mom look. So it's like, oh, okay, fine. What happened? And then, you know, she just like, old lady's fine, you know, she's fine. She's sweet, she's good, she didn't die. So.
It disappeared. Okay, I will have that Why is this ticket so old? They
No,
said the
okay.
issue has been fixed, but it hasn't been rectified.
That's not actually, that's an old client that we had
Okay.
the same problem with. This client happened yesterday. She came through the portal to book an appointment, but she was a duplicate. So when I went to merge her, my kicked me out. And when I went back in, everything on her is blank and she's non-existent in our system. So anyone that is in the medical field understands that documentation is a huge part of our job, if not one of the most important parts of our job. We have an EMR system, and I won't name them to not embarrass them yet, but they are really working my nerves.
We've never had the issue before, and we've always been able to double book, and now it's booking when we're closed, it's booking when we still have blocks, things like that, to where this was not an issue before.
We have had problem after problem with our online booking system. If you've tried to book online, you know what I'm talking about. I get message after message that your online booking system's not working. I know, girl, I know. It's driving me crazy. I've been on the phone with them. They're on the West Coast, so they're 2 hours behind us. Nobody seems to know what's going on. I just had a phone call with one of the managers who still doesn't know what's going on. So hopefully we'll have this online booking system working soon, or I'm about to just give up on them and go with somebody else.
Okay, so we just finished our anniversary sale and it was a show. But a show in a good way, because we did 50% more than we did last year, finishing at like $156,000 in a 3-day period. So you can imagine there was a lot going on in here.
It was chaos in this office. There were so many people in here, I thought the floor was gonna cave in. I was trying to like maze my way to the front desk coming out of my room, had my trainee with me. She was like, holy hell, what is going on? But we made it happen, and that anniversary sale was amazing.
And just to torture ourselves a little bit more, we hired 3 new girls just a couple of weeks before the anniversary sale. So we threw them all in with trial by fire.
Hi, my name is Rosina and I'm the makeup artist at JKC.
Hi, I'm Carolina, and I'm the receptionist at Jentry Cosmetics and BCRN Aesthetics.
Dealing with the anniversary sale was definitely a lot, to say the least. It was
a lot.
Yeah.
We had 9 people here in the store just to tend to the customers that were here. The whole parking lot was full. Customers were writing on social media. I pulled up, parked in the grass. It was 103 degrees outside, and your entire parking lot was full. I was not about to walk into that show.
And it was crazy. I just remember my feet hurting and lots and lots of noise.
As soon as it was over, I got a pedicure because I needed it bad. It was so busy, I could not leave the phones. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do anything. I was on the phones nonstop. They were ringing off the hook like that. I had just gotten out of training, so this was like real life at Jentry Cosmetics. It was insane.
Yeah, it hit you in the face like a truck. It was like the apocalypse in a salon, pretty much.
It took us about 3 or 4 days to get all the packages out because we shipped 899 packages. That's more packages than we've ever sent in 1 week. But the good news is it was all worth it because we made this the biggest month we've ever had in the history of the company. So JKC's 8th birthday present was our biggest month in company history. Yay, party time! So I had to buy a bunch of makeup to replenish our shelves, and now I'm poor again.
So if you've been watching us for long enough, you know that crazy things happen in this office. So I was laying on the couch reading my book for school, and I got a message that said, did you hear about the lady that lost her phone and it supposedly was inside of our office?
Random lady comes in distraught, and she comes in just saying, I just got my purse snatched from down the street and my phone is telling me that it's right here in this building. And we're all looking at each other like, we're confused because I don't know what you're talking about. So she ends up coming in, she's like looking around the whole building trying to find it, and we're trying to help her, but we can't help her because we don't know what she's talking about. She's barely describing this man, saying that he came in, snatched her purse, and that her phone is here in this building. She was committed. She knew it was in this building.
So of course I get on the cameras, I'm watching the camera, watching these girls walk this lady around trying to find her phone. Apparently she had gotten this is the story. She had gotten robbed down the street, and she had done the Find My iPhone app and said that it was inside of our building. Well, I immediately, conspiracy theorist here, immediately think that this is BS. She is casing the place. She has some weird guy with her. They're like looking at the place. The girls are all searching, and I think these people are trying to rob us.
And so we're all looking around. We even helped her go to the dumpster and try to find it in there. It's not there. And she ended up leaving with some random guy who was helping her as well, I guess.
So Amber went outside to go help the lady look for her phone. We thought maybe whoever stole the woman's purse had dumped it in the bushes right outside here. And then so I'm watching Amber look for the phone, and then all of a sudden this sketchy guy appears. And I am just so nervous because I don't know why this guy was kind of lingering around Amber, and I thought maybe that was the guy who stole the woman's purse and now he was gonna rob Amber. So I was just super nervous, but it just turns out he was helping the woman look for the phone as well, so it's all good.
Basically, that ViPeel that Bri just did on me, where chunks of flesh were falling off my face, that's what Chris did when? 2 days ago? Tuesday.
Yeah.
So check out this crustiness here. Oh, gross.
So yeah, I've been here at work, working on all my guests today, literally with my skin flapping away. Some of it may have fallen. Yeah, it may have fallen in your mouth. I apologize.
Chris, what's that? What's that? You're so pretty. You're so pretty.
My skin's gonna be flawless at the end. So yeah, be jealous and come get one.
We're lost, we're confused, we're frustrated and irritated. This has been going on for longer than a month, and we're to the point where I'm researching other EMR systems because this is just out of control. I cannot run a business like this.
So, yeah, so I was reviewing your ticket, and I've also was helping what the coding or the possibility of doing that, but I can speak to them about that.
Can she not hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me when I'm talking?
Not really. You're kind of really quiet.
So my EMR system company people finally sent a manager to call me today. I am at my wit's end. I was probably so mean to her, and I apologize. I really don't like being an asshole on the phone.
Yeah, you were treating them the way our customers treat us. Way to go, Bri.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say I'm sorry.
Hope you apologize to them.
I actually did apologize to her for being so rude. I am just at my wit's end with this company. They are just not helpful. There's no customer service. It's impossible to get an answer from anybody. We had like 15 tickets out since June. One of the responses that we get most of the time is that they defer it back to us, that it's a user error or that we've done something wrong. This last one is that there were special characters in the patient's name, which there weren't, and the patient just disappeared. The entire chart went blank. The patient basically became non-existent in our system, which I'm sure you can imagine is a problem. So
Yeah,
we're having a lot of difficulty.
Oh, go ahead, keep going.
We're having
Sorry,
a lot
I
of
didn't want to cut you off.
difficulty with communication with the support team.
But, I mean, it deleted a client yesterday.
Yeah, it deleted a client completely out of my system like she was non-existent. And so they were like twiddling their thumbs like, we don't know what happened. And I'm like,
You can't have that.
like that's not okay. These are medical records. Like that becomes a legality issue. So anyways, so my options are I find a new company or I deal with this one. And with us coming into busy season right now, I'm probably just gonna have to deal with this one.
The hard part is, and I was telling her this, every time you think you're making a change for the better, like you think because you're buying a new house versus buying an old house, you're not gonna have any problems. There's always gonna be problems. It's gonna be different problems, but she's still gonna have problems with the new system. And that's the part that you can't forget or think that's not gonna happen.
I feel like I'd just be trading in one for another with different annoying problems. So, this is where we are.
I always find stuff in the parking lot, and as of now, it's been here for a few weeks, but like, if you take a close look, our little friend here, it's a little dead rat. told Gentry about it, and she literally was like, yeah, he's been there for a while. If someone wants to put gloves on and clean it up. No thanks. I'll do condoms, but I won't do a dead rat.
I don't know when all these dead animals started appearing in our flower beds and it's committing suicide into our windows.
It's because we sage the office, so all the dead goes outside.
So I guess it was about 2 months ago, because it was right when I was coming back from maternity leave. I found a dead rat in the flower bed. But just like everything else in this building.
Wait, a rat?
A rat. I found a dead rat in the building.
I don't even know about the rat. I know about the bird.
He's out there right now, but nobody bothers to pick it up. They just walk by it every day and look at the dead rat. And as he's decomposing, now I think he's down to all bones.
So there's a dead rat that you found 2 months ago.
Separate than the bird.
Decomposing in our flower bed.
Separate than the bird.
Awesome.
Yep, and it was like, how long ago was the bird incident?
The bird was when I was in California for Vanessa's wedding, so that was May.
So in May, it was so weird because Chris said like deaths come in threes or something.
Yeah.
Weird animal things happens in threes. All of a sudden we heard a big boom, and we go outside. Didn't the bird just fly into the window in the middle of the day? And there was like a splat with feathers, literally. so f***ed up.
So messed up.
But you see his wing marks like splat against the window and like a little bit of juice. And so
I was out of town, so they sent me a video of Jordan with gloves on going to pick up the dead bird and throw it away.
at least she picked it up, and she didn't get paid to do that either. Look at her, she's like, She didn't get paid. But yeah, he had already had like ants on him by the time we got outside. But poor little guy just didn't see the window. Sometimes they just don't know, and they just fly right into it and splat. But
I want to know what killed the rat.
I don't know. I didn't put any rat poisoning out there, so who knows? Maybe ate that homeless person's poop.
Oh gosh.
This is not good luck. Jentry Kelly.
No, that means someone's died.
Yeah. Knock on wood.
Next time on Blush and Needle. So last week was Friday, September the 13th, and a harvest moon. So we all know that this office is crazy enough without it being Friday the 13th or a harvest moon. So I got to the office early and saged the entire place.
I had some Louisiana tour dates booked last week, and I worked all day Wednesday, so I couldn't leave until later that night. And then I drove straight through Imelda.
A very serious situation for Southeast Texas. Winnie, the town of Winnie, pretty much underwater. More than 30 inches of rain has fallen in this part of the state, and amazingly so, a lot of this rain has come in just the past 12 hours. This is just unbelievable. Here's a look at the storm report. This is Jefferson County.